Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Film Study with Dan. So, today we are going to look at the big, momentous wild card matchup between Chase and Alex during the final playoffs of the cycle, Season 7. Chase, obviously, as we all know, had a very tough time against Alex's Los Angeles Chargers. I believe they went 0-3 in the playoffs, all divisional round. We all know those Chase sucks.mp4 memes. While they were hilarious, we also all felt a little bad for Chase. Hope that he would one day get over the hump against Alex. And today, this is what we are going to look at. So, we're going to break down the final 2 minutes of this game because there was a lot of dense stuff going on right here. And I just want to show it from my perspective, see how I felt, what each user was thinking, what Chase was thinking, what Alex was thinking. Just go behind the rationale of some of their play calls, and let's get right to it. So, coming off of the 2 minute warning, Chase has the ball up by 5 with all three timeouts. Both teams have three timeouts. So Chase is obviously looking for a first down, trying to move the chains and hopefully put the game away. Now, Alex's number one defensive call, as we know in critical situations, is cover two man. And Chase, all the time, always had problems with cover two man, especially against Alex. Now, Chase and I would talk a lot about different coverages and how we would beat him. And Chase's cover two man beating concept was to just put fades on the outside, pass lead out on that fade, and hopefully that fade would get a good release on the corner and he would be open. The safety wouldn't be able to get him. There would be a nice pocket window for the ball to hit the receiver. We're going to see him run that exact concept. I believe he puts both outside receivers on fades right here. Yep. And Tyreek goes on a deep in, and Corey Crockett on a wheel. And as you see, he runs the fade, and Alex's corner, Desmond King, does a great job off of the release, does not get good separation, and Alex is able to click on for an easy interception. And that is pretty heartbreaking for Chase, to be honest. He loves that play call against two man, and it just didn't work out. So now Chase is in a cover two, and Alex does a play action. Very good, sucking the whole defense in and gets a cover two up the post to Williams. Baker with a beautiful throw under pressure. Now Alex is in a perfect position to score. And on here, you can see Alex with an I formation with two wide receivers on the right side, one of them in the slot. Anyone that has played Alex knows that when you see a player in the slot, whether it's I formation, single back, or from the gun, something like gun A slot offset, some formation like that, you are going to expect a bubble screen from that slot receiver, particularly an RPO bubble, whether it's an RPO stretch, RPO inside zone, something with an RPO from the running back and a slot bubble screen option on the side. And you can see Chase using Thornhill right here, expecting that RPO bubble screen. And you can see Alex at the snap does a very good job of recognizing the user on that side and instead runs it for a touchdown. It almost didn't become a touchdown, but Alex is able to squeeze it in there for a big time touchdown with just over a minute to go. Looks like the Chase Sucks memes are full on, unless something crazy happens, but we'll see. Now Alex on the 2 point conversion. Alex loves to be in this gun empty stuff. Chase just in a cover three set, whatever, bend don't break in the end zone. Alex does, a bunch of different concepts, different route combinations. He likes this stuff, but good coverage on the Chiefs' part, and we are off to Chase's drive. And this is the drive where he wins the game. And we're going to definitely look at this drive very closely. It's only a few plays, but we'll see what happens. Now, Chase is going to go into, looks like a gun tight. I'm not sure what happens on this play. Oh yeah. So here looks like he's trying to beat man coverage again. Let me go back and look at that play art. You see drag, corner to Tyreek Hill. We got Westbrook on a drag route. That's a little interesting, but it looks like everyone is just trying to beat man coverage. And when he motions out Westbrook here, I think his primary option is that Corey Crockett wheel route. Now you see Jatavis Brown, Alex's user, is actually the guy that is on man coverage with Corey Crockett. So he's got to kind of follow that wheel route. Chase recognizes that he's not going to throw it to the wheel. So instead, he throws it to the drag. Good man coverage, good tight, sticky coverage, and that is an incompletion. So a lot of nothing happened at the end of that play, but I think Chase was looking for that wheel route, wasn't able to hit him, so he had to go to another option. Um, Now we will go to where Chase wins the game, and that is instead of just thinking about fancy route combinations and everything, he recognizes that Alex, in these critical situations, goes into a dollar set. Typically, he would run a cover two man at a dollar, but sometimes he'll run cover two, cover four, whatever. But the key is he's in a dollar personnel, which is terrible against the run. So you see Chase, he audibles into an inside zone, and he is just going to run it with Corey Crockett. He does a double team with Joey Boza. I'm not sure if that does anything. I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't double team Boza, but you see Corey Crockett with a huge gain, and you know he's only down by one, so all he's got to do is get into field goal range, calls a timeout. Yeah, see cover four drop out of a dollar set. And once he sees dollar, once he sees three men on the line of scrimmage, he knows it is time to run the football. And as you see coming in here, he goes into, I think it's gun bunch wide or something like that. Chase's favorite thing to do out of this formation, just like Alex, we talked about Alex doing bubble screens out of RPO sets. Chase loves this RPO to Tyreek Hill, or he'll just hit that inside zone, just hand it off right to Corey Crockett. And as you see, honestly, I don't think he had any intention to throw this bubble screen. He saw a dollar set and he knew right away, I am going to run this football. And he hands it off to Corey Crockett right there. And just look at how sticky he gets. Human joystick, whoop, whoop. And he goes all the way into the end zone, dives in. Let's just go back. I just want to see just want to see his stick work here. This is why Chase has the best run stick in the league, paired with that human joystick Corey Crockett. That was just such a deadly thing in Madden 20. Oh my goodness. So anyway, Crockett scores a big time touchdown with under a minute to go. Chase definitely just decided, very simple, just going to pound the football and we're going to win this game. Now, I love this 2-point conversion, although he doesn't get it. He Another thing Chase likes to do is he'll load up all of his receivers or tight ends on one side of the field and he'll run a bunch of flat routes paired with a wheel. And what that does is it's kind of a mock screen, if you will. He's just going to throw it to the wheel and hopefully these guys would pick up blocks. Unfortunately, they don't. I think Alex played a little good user on that play, was able to sniff it out and come up with a big tackle. So Chase is only up by 5. So basically, Alex is on a do or die touchdown or nothing drive here. As we can just skip through this return. Now, I think on this, yeah, Chase is just going to play some bend don't break defense, cover 2 here. Looks like Alex started to just check out of something. Just like when we talk about Ocho, by the way, how Ocho would man up DJ Chark in that Super Bowl on Double Me. Looks like Chase has that same kind of thought process. He manned up his cornerback on Williams over there, and I think he had Double Me for his X Factor zone ability. But Alex does a good job of hitting that underneath route. Chase with that mid read turning into a deep third. There was nobody to cover the middle of the field unless his user got there. Now Alex in a gone empty. See, I would like to see him run the football here in this dollar set, but he does go with a pass, and yeah, I just don't think he had anybody. Um, Personally, when I was looking at this live, I thought maybe he was going for a pass interference, just praying that there would be a PI. We know how PIs worked in Madden 20, very glitchy. But triple coverage, there was nothing he could do. Alex probably just, you know, aggressive kept caught it, just to try and be a defender on that play. Obviously, nothing came of it. Incompletion. Personally, it's a lot better to just throw it up in that situation. If you know an interception is unlikely, if you just throw it up, because one of the worst things you can do in a situation like this with under a minute to go is get a sack, and we know how unbelievable the pass rush is in Madden 20. Everything that's broken in Madden 20 all starts with the pass rush, in my opinion. If you avoid that sack, that's actually a big thing. You don't have to burn a timeout and everything like that, and you don't want to lose yardage. You don't want to be on like a 3rd and 20 or something. And here we go, back on that cover two. Alex runs an out route, and it does not work. So, whole lot of nothing again on that play. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Now, it looks like Chase is on that cover two man, decides to hit Alex with his own medicine, and he does a good job of kind of disguising that cover two man. Looks like he's just completely in a different thing. But Alex does a good job of hitting that out route to the tight end, gets out of bounds, which is huge. So now we're getting really sweaty. It's like we're towards the end of the big playoff game. Um, and we'll see what happens here. I think this was a sack. Yeah, it was just a good loop blitz by Chase, and it's a little unfortunate that the offensive line went a little stupid here. Maybe if Alex knew it was coming, he could ID that linebacker coming in hot. But looks like the center and the right guard double teamed this guy, the defensive tackle, right at the hash marks, and it just allowed that guy. See, like number 69 really should have picked him up, but you know how stupid offensive linemen get in this game, especially when you throw these creative blitzes at them and these delayed blitzes, and they just don't know what to do. It's a little unfortunate, but um, that's the way it goes in Madden, unfortunately. Now, Alex, he needs to pick up some yardage, and almost gets sacked. That probably would have been the end of the game right there if he got sacked, even if he did have that timeout, even if he used that timeout, because 3rd and 20, no timeouts forever, yards to gain, it's just impossible in Madden 20. But personally, I'm going to put this a little bit on Alex because he did not double team. Yes, it was Frank Clark that was not double teamed on that play. Um, I would have definitely tried to double these guys, especially if they're blinkers on the line. If they're singled up, they're going to get free, and it's not going to be a good time. But Alex did have that last ditch ability with Baker Mayfield, did save him a little bit, but for some reason he is on that still in that zone ability of Bazooka, even though he got sacked before. I think that was a little shouldn't have been a thing knowing Madden 20, but that's interesting. But that is a big, 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 big first down. Alex just running a slant against that man up three deep. Chase just in a complete prevent. Just please don't score a touchdown on me. Alex was able to hit an underneath route and much more manageable 32-yard Hail Mary. He gets in that Hail Mary trio. And this is the game. Chase calls a timeout, probably to just take a breather on defense. It looks like he's making some formation subs, making sure the right guys are on the field. You don't want, the wrong guys. You don't want like your 7th string corner on the field when the game matters most. Alex, one more play. We'll see what happens. Looks like that right side is double teamed, and he just rolls out. throws it, and unfortunately, it gets only to the 5 yard line. And Chase wins a magnificent game, and Chase finally gets over that hump. I think we were all very proud of him. Um, and it was just one of the best games in the cycle, of my opinion. A lot went on in the final minutes, and I'm glad that I was able to show it to you and we were able to kind of talk about what happened a little bit. If you guys want to see more of this, just let me know. Yeah, please let me know if you guys are enjoying this. This is something that I personally have been having a good time doing, making these videos. I have a couple more planned in the future if you guys are interested. If not, we'll see what happens. But definitely want to do some in Madden 21 as we enter that game. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Better League Network. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Better League Network. And once again, have a great day.